Hello, everyone, and welcome to Jet Nation, your online source for all information on our beloved New York Jets. Today, we're going to take a look at some of the moves made by owner Woody Johnson so far this offseason, particularly the hirings of new head coach Todd Bowles and general manager Mike Maccagnan. With the start of free agency just a few days away, it'll be interesting to see what the goals of this new regime are. So let's get started. After 6 up and down years, the Rex Ryan era is officially over in New York, and the new sheriff in town is Elizabeth, New Jersey native Todd Bowles. Bowles signed a 4-year contract with the team this past January, and he ushers in a new age of Jet football. While he may be a defensive-minded coach like Rex, the similarities between Bowles and the former Jet coach end there. USA Today's Lorenzo Reyes summed up the difference between the two best when he said, "Rex Ryan was bold, brash, and honest, perhaps at times too honest, while Bowles so far has been cautious, calculated, and measured." Bowles appears to be a laid-back and relaxed type of coach, but the former Arizona Cardinals defensive coordinator is known for his emphasis on discipline, and it's no secret that he has no issue letting players know when he's unhappy. The difference in personality between Rex and Bowles is a much-needed change for this Jet team that went 4-12 last season and hasn't had a record above 500 in the past 4 years. When asked how quickly he expected the Jets to get back into the playoffs, somewhere they haven't been since they reached the AFC Championship game in 2010, Bowles said, "It's not going to happen overnight, but we have pieces in place. We've got to build, and we just know that we want to get better." This reserved approach is vastly different than the confident, at times cocky one we're used to seeing from Rex, who we all know loved to guarantee Super Bowl victories. Making this Jet team relevant once again doesn't fall solely on Bowles, however, as Jet fans also welcome new general manager Mike Maccagnan to New York. Maccagnan comes over from Houston, where he was the director of college scouting, and he has his work cut out for him to fill all the holes currently found in this Jet roster. This is Maccagnan's first go at being a general manager, and it'll be interesting to see if he's up to the task. In a recent report done by ESPN's Rich Cimini, Rick Smith, current GM of the Houston Texans and Maccagnan's former boss, expressed confidence in his protege, but also pointed out that it is not the easiest switch to make. Smith's exact words were, "It's not an easy transition. As much as you think about it and prepare for it, when you get into the position, there's still a huge learning curve. There will be things Mike will be responsible for and skills he will have to develop that he's never had to do. But the aptitude is there for him to develop those skills in order to be successful." Only time will tell if Maccagnan has what it takes to be a general manager in the NFL, but we should start getting some answers soon with the upcoming free agency period, as well as the NFL draft. And that's where we'll turn our attention to now. With $55 million available in cap space and the 6th overall pick in the draft, this new regime does have the tools to begin improving this Jets roster. Obviously, the quarterback position is the biggest question mark about the team right now. Will the Jets stick with Geno Smith and hope for improvement in his third year as a pro, or look for other options? Bowles' recent comments that Geno was a great college quarterback doesn't show too much confidence in Smith. However, unfortunately for the Jets, there aren't many better options out there right now. There is the slight chance they can get Oregon's Marcus Mariota with the 6th pick, but there's plenty of doubt in Mariota's ability to be an NFL quarterback, and no guarantee that he'll still be there when the Jets are on the clock. Outside of the quarterback position, the Jets' greatest need is to improve their defensive secondary. Last year with the Cardinals, Bowles blitzed on 43% of defensive plays and 57% of the time on third down, which means he relies heavily on corners and safeties who can cover wide receivers one-on-one. Woody Johnson has already expressed his interest in reuniting with superstar corner Darrelle Revis, who was drafted by the Jets in 2007 and played 6 years with the team. Revis is coming off a Super Bowl title as a member of the New England Patriots, and would cost a lot of money, but the Jets are one of the few teams who have the financial flexibility to take on the contract he'll be looking for. Antonio Cromartie, Devin McCourty, and Byron Maxwell are also potential free agent targets, while Marcus Peters of Washington and Trey Waynes of Michigan State are possible targets with a number 6 pick. Another position in need for the Jets is wide receiver. It's tough to say exactly what route Maccagnan and Bowles will take when addressing this need. They could look to land Alabama's Amari Cooper or West Virginia's Kevin White with the 6th pick in the draft, or go to a very deep free agent class that includes standouts like Randall Cobb, Andre Johnson, Jeremy Maclin, and Percy Harvin. Well, unfortunately, that's about all the time we've got for today. After 4 tough years, it's an exciting time to be a Jet fan as we see exactly what this new regime is capable of. Thank you for tuning in, and make sure to come back next week when we'll hopefully have some answers to all the questions we discussed today regarding free agency and the upcoming NFL draft. I'm Kyle Walter, and this is Jet Nation.